Alright guys, and what's going on, and welcome to Silver Selections episode 4. Now in this cup, I'm in the final. I've gone all the way with this Brazilian team and I'm going to use it in the final. Now I played a fitness card beforehand, just so I didn't have to do it in this. But yeah, we've got a long wait here because I cannot be bothered editing out for the Brazil. I cannot be arsed editing out the waiting time, because I don't really have that much time today, and I just much rather just get it all fired in. As you see, I'm subbing out Ben Garrett, my English goalkeeper, and I'm putting in Leonardo. Now, yep, Leonardo. Now, I actually used him in my career mode and when I took over Jeonbuk FC, and he's absolutely brilliant, but I never brought him on this game. I was just thinking, just in case I need a wee bit of an impact sub, I just chuck him on. But yeah, this video is about 19 minutes long, so hopefully you don't get too bored, and this is just going to be a full squad review. And what I'll do just now is I'll take this time to just talk about the squad as a whole. Now, as a whole, this squad is unreal. Just, you see some of the stuff they do, and one thing I do have to say about it is, it seems like Leo Gago and Marcos Asensio, I don't know what their work rates are, but they push up really, really high. But Leo Gago is a very, very good player, as you'll see in this game. He does something quite spectacular. But yeah, this team is just really, really good, I feel, apart from the fact they seem to have quite an aggressive midfield. But as you can see, I've got in the team Neto, Marcio Azevedo, Canu, Antonio Ferreira, Cicinho, Leo Gago, Elton, Marcos Asensio, Eninho, Kelvin, and Wallison up front. Now, what I'm going to say is, I'm not a skiller in any sort of way. I just like doing the occasional Ronaldo chop, the roulette, all these basic skills I know how to use. I also like to do the flip-flap chop, or the, what's it called? I can't remember what it's called, but it's quite a good chop. I quite like it. But yeah, this is a really, really just amazing side. But I think it'd be more suited to someone who skills. Now, one thing I just saw there, and I might as well bring it up, is I just saw Roberto Di Matteo in the club, and he gets sacked today. He lost his job. He is something like 265 days as Chelsea manager. He won the Champions League, and with 6,000 days as the Arsenal manager, Arsene Wenger's not won the Champions League. Now that just shows where Roman Abramovich's head is at. He's just an absolute idiot who's using any excuse to get Roberto Di Matteo out, and he's probably going to get. I'd actually put my money in Pep Guardiola or Rafa Benitez, but that's just my opinion. But anyway, back to the squad. I think if you're a skiller, you'll love it. It's got 1, 2, 3, 4 or 5 star skillers in it. You can get a few more, I'm pretty sure, but I just didn't like it. But yeah, I'll luckily get into this match here against and it's a hybrid squad. So he's got a Brazilian kind of Mexican League back four. It's pretty good. And then he's got Emnes up front. He's got a Dutch strike force. That Emnes, now my friend Jack uses him on me all the time, and he's unreal. He's absolutely amazing. I don't know what player in there is not getting full chemistry, but it doesn't really matter anyway. It might be Cicinho, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, I was just getting, this is my first game of the day. I've just been back from sports coaching, so I was just checking this team out, and I was just having a wee move about it. And as soon as I lost that ball, I was like, oh god, I'm going to lose. And then I did that with Canu, and I was just thinking, oh, Russell, your head's not in the game. But Canu manages to outmuscle his striker and passes it to Marcos Asensio. Now, one thing you'll like about this team, well, I liked about this team, is just how, I'm not even going to say proper pace it is, just how it seems to work together. Now, I hit the post there with Wallison, but I thought he was going to hit that outside of his right foot, and I should have probably took it in and really tried to get a good shot on it. But right then, when I managed to win that header, I thought, you know what, I'm going to do good in this match. Now, I would say, like, when you see the match details at the end, he did come into the match at the tailgate of the match. So around 70 minutes, he really started to play for it, around 65. But I think overall, as a performance, I did deserve the win. And a lot of time I could have done better, but what I was doing was I was trying to get a few wee skill goals with this team, try to throw a few skill moves. As you can see, I saw this here, and I saw that Eninho, and I was thinking, oh yeah, I can flick it over his head, but I don't think Eninho can do that. I'm not too sure if he can or not, but I was a wee bit disheartened. But yeah, I was covering that run with Canu, and I thought it was pretty good. But yeah, I'll talk about each player one by one right now, and if anything good happens, I'll stop and talk about it. As you can see in this team, it's got Neto and goals. Now Neto, as you'll see in this match, is a lot better than he was in FIFA 12. he seems a bit more consistent, and he just seems overall like a good tank. His positioning is very good, and his reflexes are good. Now, I thought that was going to be in from Emnes at first, and I was just like, Jesus Christ, NATO, you did not have that covered at all. But I think he's quite good. I quite enjoy using him. But yeah, I just think he's a very solid player, and I got him for a very cheap price of like 4,000 coins or 3,000 or something like that, because I built my Serie A squad, which I would not advise building a Serie A silver squad this year, guys. It's really not worth it. There's no really good players. There's Barreto, who I was thinking about getting for this squad, but decided you need to get Wallace, and Wallace in the 5-star skill, I need to get him in there. But yeah, guys, let's have a wee look at the left back now. Marcio Azevedo, 67,000 he costs, and his price fluctuates. Sometimes it can be as high as 80, sometimes it can be 50. But he's a very, very, very good player. But the only thing that I don't like about him is he wanders too much. He's got a high attacking work rate, and he just seems to wander a bit. But as you can see, Anino cuts inside here, and I was just going to drill it, and Anino's 75 shooting just glides that in. He is a very, very good player, and I think he should be worth about maybe 12 to 20k. He's that good. But just because the league he plays in, he's not that sought after. And because he doesn't have 4-star skills, but that doesn't bother me one bit. Now, as I was saying about Marcio Azevedo, his 5-star skills are brilliant. Everything is brilliant about him, apart from the fact he wanders. Now, I think his defending is a lot better than his card actually says, because he seems to make it back quite a bit. And his stamina is quite good as well. But I just think he gets caught out of position sometimes, like you can see in the radar. I think he's a wee bit like, he tucks in a wee bit too far, then he goes away a bit too far. It's like he doesn't actually have that good positioning. But I'll move on. Now, the two centre backs are Canu and Antonio Ferreira. Now, Canu was a shiny silver, in FIFA 12, and I used him, and he was absolutely brilliant. But this year, I think he's a lot better. 80 defending, no, 80 heading, yeah, and 80 pace, and something like 73 defending, and I think that's pretty good. He's really, really lethal in the air. He can always, like, almost all the time shuffle out any good strikers that are good in the air. He can kind of bars them over and give us a wee bit of space. But he just seems like his pace is really makes up for it here, and he's an overall beast, and I think he should be probably the best. I think he might be the best Brazilian centre back if I'm missing any. But yeah, we're going to move on and talk about our other player at centre back, Antonio Ferreira. Now, he's got low defensive stats, but I think his defending is a wee bit higher than it says in his card. I think he's got about maybe 72 defending or something like that. I haven't really tried out most. But here I was hoping that I can maybe get a better angle, but Marcos Assunção doesn't have the agility just to give him that wee bit more. But yeah, it was quite good when you paired them up, because Antonio Ferreira was the more pacey of the two. He was the one that really kind of got into it, and he was really, really like an absolute tank. But I just think that overall, I thought I was going to run into Marcos Assunção there. I'm just watching it while commentating, and I was just thinking, Jesus Christ. I could see Marcos Assunção. He's got good, and he's a really smart player in this game. And I thought he was just going to run straight into us. But yeah, I thought he was going to score this as well. I thought, but Antonio Ferreira getting in the block. But yeah, you're going to see these pauses. Now, these pauses are because, well, I was away at sports coaching today, and everyone loves to phone me when I'm back. Everyone, my mum phoned me and I said, "You're going to phone me back in 15 minutes. I'm doing stuff." And then after this, my gran phones me and starts talking about how my dad is going to an interview or whatever, and I was just like, "Oh, come on, for God's sake." And then she was just about to hang up, and she asked me how today was, so I had to explain that to her, and I was like, "Okay, I'll see you later, bye, bye, bye." So I got off the phone eventually, but yeah, it was around about something like here that she called, and I was just getting so annoyed. You'll see me pause it in a few seconds, but yeah, this team is overall amazing. The defence is quite good, but I still haven't talked about Cicinho. So Cicinho, I think he's horrifically overpriced for what he does. I just don't think he's as good as he should be. He doesn't feel that special. You barely ever use the 4-star skills because he seems to hang back quite a bit in this game. He's always in possession, which is quite good, but his defending is good as well, but I just don't rate him, to be honest. But yeah, we're going to move up and we're going to talk about the 3 centre midfielders now. I'm going to talk about them in the order which I think they're best now. Elton is good, and you'll see him, he's a midget, he's 5'3", running about with 5-star skills, and his acceleration is amazing because of his height. But I just personally don't think he is that good. I just think when you watch him, he could be better. Like, see if he had a bit better shooting or a bit faster, then he'd be out of this world, but I just don't think he's that good. But his 5-star skills are pretty good, I would say. Actually, he's almost worth his price tag. But yeah, then we've got Leo Gago on the right centre mid, so he can cut inside and use his left foot as a shot. Now, Leo Gago is a brilliant player, guys. He's so quick off the mark sometimes, and he can really put in a tackle, and he can play a good pass as well. He's got the long shot trait as well, so whenever you want, you can just dump it to him, and he'll just really have a good drive. Unfortunately, I never got to use that many long shots with Leo Gago. This guy was pretty good at containing me because he knows about, I think he knew about Marcos Assunção and Leo Gago's utter amazing shots. But yeah, now I've got my favourite Brazilian midfielder in this game, like completely in this game, Marcos Assunção. Now, I never got any proper free kicks. I should have maybe got one, but I decided to play on. But Marcos Assunção, 85 passing, and it shows it. His long balls are amazing, and his through balls are amazing. He just really pairs well with fast players up front, because he can knock the ball ahead, and he's just overall amazing. But yeah, I just think Marcos Assunção, I never really got to have a proper shot of him, but if I did, it was going to be brilliant. But yeah, I just see Kelvin there taking on a few players and trying to really do some damage inside. But yeah, we really started to push here, and I was just thinking I could get maybe 4 or 5 at this point, because he really wasn't playing as good as I thought he was going to be. And I was just thinking maybe I can get a few goals, but half time comes, and I'll start talking about my my 2 attacking midfielders. What am I saying now? My 2 wingers and my striker. I should have just said 3 forwards. I mean, so much easier and saving so much time. But yeah, on the left forward we have Nino. Yeah, Nino. So Nino. We've got Nino, and he's 3-star skills, 3-star weak foot. But the thing that makes him up, he's at 86 pace, which I know a lot of pacers are just like, oh, that's not fast at all. That's shite. He's not good. But it's amazing. His acceleration is incredible, and he's got 75 shooting, and he's right-footed. What he does is he perfectly manages to come in, and he's just always doing damage. He's been probably my favourite Brazilian silver to use in this game, I'd have to say, apart from maybe Cano, because I really like Cano. But yeah, look at Elton there taking on everybody, and I was thinking maybe if I can get a shot of him, but nah, I just managed to peel a nice wee ball in there, and you're going to see this. I think this is it. Yeah, go for a shot. Comes out, and Leo Gago for a nice little scissor kick into the bottom corner. That's what made me really like him there, and I was going to try and be a dick and start celebrating all off. But I went, I'll just do my patent flip in a cartwheel into a flip. But yeah, I think Nino should be worth a lot more money. He's amazing in this game, and I really like him. Then we've got a right forward, the 50,000 coin Kelvin. Now Kelvin, 5-star skills, 4-star weak foot. He's pretty good, I would say. But the only thing, and 84 pace is really good if you know how to use it. Like, his acceleration is amazing, and his agility is really good as well. He seems to come off skills extremely well. But see, when he's just overall, you've got that bit of space, and you're really trying to burst down the wing. He doesn't seem like his sprint speed is 84. He just seems like it's a lot lower, but he just has good acceleration. He just seems like, you'll see here, he starts bombing down the wing, but he just can't really burst away. Now, I don't know who he's against. I think that might be that 89 pace guy. But with his acceleration and agility, he usually bombs past. Like, I remember I had a bottom with a all attribute card on him, and he had 90 plus pace, and he was like Lenu Ronaldo to me. He was absolutely brilliant. But using him in this game, I didn't feel like he got into the game as much, but I'm not going to give a bad review of him. I still think he's brilliant. He seems to cut inside, and he knows what he's doing. So then we'll talk about the big money man up front. 165 I've paid for him. Wallison. Now Wallison, he is a very good player, but I don't know how to use him right. That's the only thing that I hate about this. I do not know how to use him. I wish I knew how to use him, but I don't seem to know. His pace is good and his shooting's good, but I cannot finish with him that well. I cannot get into the good positions. He sometimes wanders into them. Here I thought I was going to go I was going to concede a goal here, but Nato with a perfect save, so well done him. But yeah, he hits the bar there, and I think he thought he was going to score, and I was starting to worry, so I started to play the ball out, and I think I slowed down here. Yeah, I go into a nice little stall the ball and just pass it, just to calm it down, but I lose the ball again. And look, that's what I'm talking about. If you saw there, Marcio Azevedo was way out of position, and then he manages to lose out on that, but he somehow wins the ball back, and then Elton just passes it to him. But yeah, as I was saying about Wallison, he's a really, really good player. 5-star skills, 4-star weak foot, I think, or 3-star weak foot. But he just seems like such a good player. I wish I knew how to use him, and I'm going to keep trying him. Because I'm not going to sell this Brazilian team tonight, not yet, because because the new team of the week's launching with Santi Cazorla and all that. So I don't want to pure put him up and then make a, like, I don't know how much of a loss, because I'll make a loss on him if I put him up. So what I'm going to have to do is I'll wait until maybe about Friday night, Saturday night, put him up and see how much I was going to get. But yeah, I thought he was going to bring his keeper out there, and I decided I'll go for a wee cheeky chip, but nope. Wallison couldn't get it high enough, or it was a wrong shot for me to do. Now, sorry if you can hear my mic there, because I'm having to hold my mic, seeing as the little stand for it has snapped, which I'm not too pleased about, but what can you do? But yeah, guys, overall this team, out of 5 stars, I'd probably give it 4.5. And I wanted to know what happened there, why Elton couldn't get away. The fucking referee! Ref! As Air Japes would say. But yeah, the referee was getting in the way there, which kind of annoyed me. But yeah, as you can see with Wallison here, his touch was so slow. I don't think I know how to use him. It might be because he's on like neutral morale. What I'll do is I'll put a thingy on him, and I might put out a wee review of him. I don't know. It'll depend if I really start to like him or not. Because I just think he's such a brilliant player. His stats look amazing. I've seen like Nepenthes use him so well. I've seen other YouTubers use him, but I just could not get a good little bit of space with him to do anything. But yeah, I wish I knew how to use him, and I'll probably after this. Sorry if I turned away from the mic there to look at my Xbox. There's a flash there. But yeah, I'll probably go onto Xbox after this while this is uploading. Have we look at, or I might go onto Foothead. Have we look at his stats and see what other players are saying about him. See if they know how to use him. Because I really want to do well with this team, but it just seems like I really think I should get Wallison out and put Barreto. But I don't know. I'll need to try. That was a really soft free kick that I got there, and I was just like, oh my god, how did I get that? But yeah, this game's coming to a close, guys. I'm going to keep on talking just about this team in general and what you're going to expect to see in the next couple of days from me. Now, what I'm going to do is I've got Thursday, Friday off. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and record maybe 5 or 6 episodes of Rusty Sucks at COD, a few Halo commentaries because I really want to start playing Halo because I haven't had much time. I'll think I'll do about maybe 3 or 4 silver selections, get them online. Get them saved. Build a few teams. Now I might build a BPL team again. I've already built a silver one and I sold it because I'm an idiot. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to buy a silver team again, just a basic one. I'm not going to go too over the top. I'm not going to have like a Bonglahor up front because everyone knows he's going to be good because he's pacey as fuck. But yeah, you're going to see quite a lot more activity, and hopefully for the next 2 weeks or something like that. So hopefully Thursday, Friday I'll record like hell, I'll edit them like hell, and I'll hopefully get all stuff done. Now that's the first bit I've actually seen where Wall Sancho stood out. He did a nice wee speed goal, and I'm kneeling down right now, and my legs are actually agony. So I'm basically counting down the seconds until I get to end this commentary. But yeah, you see, Senior gets pretty well in there, but by this time I think the guy knew that it was time up. He couldn't do anything. Get a nice wee bit of Barreto there, Neto, sorry, and I'll pass it up, and that's full time. So yeah, guys, if you like this series, please give a like and please leave a comment. Your support is amazing. Thank you and I've got a new subscriber again. I've got 19 subscribers, and I just like how it's gradually going up just by one, and that really means so much to me, guys. But yeah, I want to thank you all so much for watching, and I shall see you all later. As you can see here, he actually beat me in stats, but I had more possession and more tackles, and it was an all-round good game. So yeah, guys, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Bye.